Aries, I hope you're all doing well today. This is your general reading for the month of April. What I want to say before we start, it's been a little bit rough, hasn't it, everywhere with this coronavirus, and I think it's honestly just giving everyone a bit of a time to just think. And I think with this isolation, we're not having to go to work the same, or we're not having to deal with people that we may not like very much. It's giving us a bit of a time to just sit there and think, where do I honestly want to be? What would I like to achieve in my life? Whether you want to move to a nice house, whether you want a business, whether you want to get married, it's giving you that time to just have a bit of a rethink on this. And I think at the moment it's a good idea to maybe buy a notebook and have some sort of a plan of where you want to go and an idea of how to move your life forward when all this is over. And also, there's a heck of a lot of good meditations on YouTube that can massively help you to connect to your guides and to again give you some sort of messages or visions or words really to sort of help you get there. Okay, and as tough as we see this, we're really not in a bad place at all. you know um, we're not having nuclear bombs going off overhead, and we're not in a war zone. And especially here in the UK at the moment, the sun's actually shining, food's on the shelves again in the shops, so it's not all bad. And take this break really as a bit of a time out to rethink your life and get yourself back on a good path. So it's all good. All right, anyway, first card, Aries, and this is where we're going this month for you. Not bad at all. King of Swords. So this, as you know, is very much a card of maturity, a card of being logical and rational, and knowing where you're going and what's best to do for you. And sort of this guy, in all fairness, waves his sword sometimes and goes, enough's enough, on some of the crap that maybe doesn't serve you or doesn't work out for you. And this person also is a very, very good communicator. So any communications you need to make, any letters you need to write, anybody you need to contact, this is coming from a very good place of being very reasonable and very rational and very much sort of knowing who you are and what you want to get or what you want to achieve. The next card next to that, and I'll read them both together because sometimes they do need to be read together, is the Eight of Swords reversed. And I would see it like we're coming out of all this trap lava now, of whatever this was where we think we're trapped or we're not gaining ground or we're not moving forward. With this as a reversal, I would see there's you're massively getting back your own power a little bit here, way more clarity, way more understanding of where you want to go and what you want to do. And again, this is a passing influence, so we really are getting there, Aries. This is not looking bad at all. What I want to say as well, which is so weird for a sign of your standing, because you very much are a very fiery sign, and you have a lot of cards related to spirit as we get farther down the line and connecting to spirit, and I would see that as a little bit out of character for you, but anyway, this is all good. And the Page of Cups can mean somebody who's due to enter your life, somebody who's very caring and very considerate, and a new love that's coming in. Or this can be you, again, just connecting really to your guides and to your spirit guides, and sort of having intuition about the right way for you to go now and the right things for you to do. And again, that's a little bit out of character for you, but we can all do that. We can all tap into our intuition, and we can all be very, very creative people. And again, whether you have got creative abilities that just need to mature a little bit from this page, whether you're a painter or some sort of artist, again, maybe work on that a little bit, because I do see that developing. So that's all good. The last card you've got with that as well, and I want to again read those together, is the Star. And I would see it like if again, which way you want to go on this, whether this is a relationship that has the ability to work out. With the Star, you've always got to believe a little bit and know that you're present, everything's heard, and it all does get there. It's not an overnight thing necessarily, but it does work out. And even if, like, say, you are an artist or you have creative abilities or you're working on psychic abilities with the idea of maybe making a business from this, or whatever that is, again, believe prayers are always heard. Everything works out. Believe in yourself a little bit, in this intuition, and sort of go with where that's taking you, because I do think you're being led to somewhere really good, Aries. And again, it's just a bit of belief, okay, to get you there. The next card you've got is get some exercise. And I think this pretty much applies to a lot of people at the moment, especially with the gyms and stuff being closed. There is tons and tons of exercise videos on YouTube. There's also a lot of exercise we can do ourselves, and like, you don't need to have a gym in your house. You can still go for walks, you can still go for runs. There's plenty of apps and stuff as well, what you can put on your phone to do pedometers and things like that, which would help. So do this, because it massively shifts as well your like energy levels. When we have too much sitting around all the time and we're not doing anything, we can get like drudgy, can't we? We can get bogged down, and I think we just need to exercise because it gives us more energy, makes us feel better about ourselves, gives us more confidence. So again, maybe work on that a little bit as well, Aries. All right. The next card you've got is Archangel Metron, and this is to do with like the third eye, which as I was saying before is pretty much out of character for you really, to some extent, but we all have the ability to tune in to intuition and to understand ourselves and what will be best for us. And you don't necessarily need to say, well, I'm not psychic. We all have a gut instinct, and we all know really what would work out for us and where we're best going. So listen to that a little bit. Okay, with the next card next to that as well, and they both tie in. This also, door to spirit, could maybe mean that spirit is leading you to somewhere, and there's a doorway opening up, which would be absolutely brilliant for you to just go through. And I actually think this is very much coming, and this could also mean that you're opening the doorway to spirit. You're going to get more visions, more psychic dreams, more downloads maybe of where you're going in the future. This could also mean that you've sort of listened to spirit, and spirit is opening the door for you for a new life and new things coming in for you. So again, it is all getting there, Aries. It's all looking very, very good, and you've just got to believe again and go with anything that you feel is the right way for you. So it's not looking too bad at all, this Aries. It's really not. Trust that intuition, okay? Be very strong, very clear-minded, very focused with this King of Swords on where you want to go in the future, and it will absolutely get there. You know that. Listen, I wish you all the very, very, very best. Take care, have a good month, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.